So, I'm in Rome, a bright, beautiful, elegant city which never sleeps, and which makes you feel at home from the start. Everything is kind of familiar to you. You have seen all the buildings, streets, and cathedrals in the movies, video clips, on paintings, and in photos. Like a child, you absorb every square meter you see, and contrary to all stereotypes, in the night you can see much more. In any European city, there is a street or a residential quarter where at night things are humming a bit more than usual. Well, anyway, the night arteries will sooner or later bring you to the place where something is happening. Yet in this city, there is a place to see which you should specifically arrange your itinerary. Rome wouldn't be called the Eternal City if the life stopped at night here. Trastevere is always a hive of activity, an area of narrow streets with middle-aged buildings. Here, on the west bank of the Tiber, are concentrated cafes and bars, street stands and amusements. Here, street artists paint on the walls and small shops work till late at night. Trastevere is not a glossy postcard you'll send to your mom. It's a living organism full of useful and not so useful bacteria. Artists, performers, students, craftsmen, and immigrants. The Tiber embankment. Look. Well, I wouldn't call it a hive of activity. People just hang around here. Simply sit, look, walk, ask the prices, do some shopping. Well, something like a final straight. By the way, many tend to think we do the filming in the evening and not at night at all. So, I'll now ask some stranger what time it is, so that you understand. Excuse me, what time is it now?
1:30.
We see there are a lot of people here.
Yes, it's Rome.
Where are you going to go later?
To bed.
Where would you recommend to go in Rome?
You're in Trastevere. That's the very center of Rome.
Here.
Yes, and up there.
Where are you from?
From Moscow.
What's your favorite team?
Football?
My goodness, again, I'm tired of it.
So am I. It's simply the first Italian who asked me this question for camera. For the Italians, football is almost the main thing in life. Yeah, I'm not talking about this now. I must pay my respects to this city for the fact that now, at this late hour, there is a place for, so to say, family rest. You can have a snack, do some shopping, buy some t-shirts, sweets. Not clubs or restaurants or bars, but a true cultural pastime. At almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, come on. Trastevere is some kind of a warm-up before the main night's events, where you can have some snack and get warm, literally. I understood you'd better not argue with Italian women. Their strength of punch is about 900. Indeed, the two of them are doing it together. I guess they've already spent about 10 euros on this, and they're not tired at all. Italian women are stronger than men, right?
Yes.
Give a 5. I say, and I will say, if you come across a nice-looking girl in the streets of some European city, she is likely to be a Russian. These two girls have traveled across Italy far and wide, so they must know all the intricacies of the Italian character. How are the Italians? What's their hang?
They are relaxed, yes. Communicative. They like to look after themselves. I mean, men, of course. The true Italians never go out into the street during the day. Only tourists.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's the reason. So when it's hot at midday, it's tourist. And the real Italians hang out at night as it gets cooler.
Yes, and because they can come to work whenever they want.
That was almost the most important information I got in Trastevere. Indeed, night is the time for the Italians. Now I'm ready. I have an Italian jacket from a rubbish bin, cold pizza. I only need to go to my hotel to pick my trousers. And I'm ready to visit the most fashionable invitation-only party of the city. For that, I needed to travel to the country a bit. The most glamorous invitation-only parties are held at private villas and not in the city center. As well as gladiators, the Roman aristocracy has existed for more than 2,000 years already. Now, instead of a toga and a tunic, are evening gowns and a swimming pool instead of a thermae. As for the rest, nothing has changed. It's glamorous here. Really good. They serve lobsters. My baked bread and cheese are absolutely out of place here. A cake in the form of the Vatican. The party is dedicated to a new collection of an it girl and designer Eleonora Lamar. I met her working as a show presenter at one of private events in Moscow. I couldn't get near her at once, so I decided to look around first. She loves Russia and the Russian art. That's why at this party you could hear the native language quite often.
I love her fashion, especially bags. She's called a queen of bags in Rome.
Tell me, what's so special about the night Rome?
You know, apparently, the illumination. All those ancient buildings, they are more than 1,500 years old. Some are 3,000 years old. I even feel some goosebumps.
Really?
Russian and Italian mentalities are alike. I agree.
Really?
They're cheerful. They sing, they dance.
We love it.
Yes, yes, yes. We're not some reserved nation. We're sociable.
Despite the jacket from the rubbish dump, I guess I fit in the high society crowd. And before the very beginning of the show, I finally found the heroine of the festivities. Eleonora?
Hello, how are you doing, honey?
I'm sorry for being late. I was driving. I'm really sorry.
The show is about to start. You participate.
Am I taking part in it?
Yes, it's time for you to go. Go there. They will explain everything to you there.
What? Where? Am I taking part in the show? May they be under the influence of sparkling Italian wines, or is it fine aristocratic mockery? Meanwhile, in the mansion, they were really getting ready for the show, and there was a special role for me. A second before the show starts. I didn't plan it. I just wanted to come to a party.
I'm a Regina.
I'm a Regina. In fact, we arranged it that she would say, I'm the queen, yet Regina is not bad at all.
Love you.
The show started with the runway walk of models. The king and queen take the stage in the very end, like an exclamatory mark signaling the end of a party. Though for me, it was more of a question mark. You can't imagine what it took me to stay serious. You're beautiful, gorgeous, smile. Yes, we're the best. It will be funny if we fall into the pool now.
The queen of the ball is Giada de Blanc.
They don't introduce me. Yes, the king was some stranger from Russia. It seems I just played the part of a piece of scenery, yet my self-assurance is unstinting. I must confess that for a second, I felt a Caesar, well, a pirate copy of it. Having obediently stood beside the throne for half an hour, I quickly changed into my civilian attire and started making inquiries about where I could go next. These are the security men. Imagine, you're the most stylish security men I've ever seen. I heard people in Rome prefer to hang out on the seafront instead of going to clubs. Do they?
Yes, tonight you can go to the neighborhood of Ostia. I'll go to Ostia after work today.
Why not? If the party is going to continue somewhere, let it be Ostia. Settled. You know, I didn't regret having come here. I like the Italian high life. It didn't smell any snobbery or primness. When you have held a glass in your hand instead of a disposable cup since your childhood, you look so natural with it that it doesn't irritate anybody. The dawn is near, yet I still have some time to pop at one more place. Ostia was the main harbor of ancient Rome, and today it's a neighborhood of the ancient city where its residents flee from heat and tourist hordes. Half an hour by scooter, and I can smell the sea. My God, what a queue. Okay, impotence wins. I'll use an old trick. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm on the list? Here I am. Guys, they must have got me mixed up with someone else. They took me for an Italian. Indeed, they took me for an Italian. One of my favorite Italian words now is movida. It means nightlife, literally movement. In fact, movida in Rome depends on the season a lot. Because of summer heat, a lot of clubs in the capital move from the center to the sea. There's more space here, and the air is fresh. Sometimes clubs get together and form a gigantic dance floor on the seaside. Imagine, all clubs in the city got closed and only one dance floor is left on the seaside. That's the way it is, in fact. All summer venues in Rome are here. The crowd is diverse. Really, everyone is here. From 18 to 60. These are super VIP. These are mega VIP. Can you see it? Indeed. Quick! The main thing is to catch the train. No, guys, I want to go to the sea. Let the security hunt me down. All 7 of them. I want the sea. With every step towards the sea, the night was getting lighter, and the day was already taking a shower and getting ready for breakfast. Cameras are charged, the route is arranged, and in a few hours, the Italian capital will be flooded with tourists again. And finally, I can assure you that it's in the night that you'll see this city the way it would like to come before you. Viva la Roma!